Today we're in Numbers chapter 28, 29, and 30. Numbers 28, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, My offering and my bread for my sacrifices made by fire, for a sweet savour unto me, shall ye observe to offer unto me in their due season. And thou shalt say unto them, This is the offering made by fire, which ye shall offer unto the Lord. 2 lambs of the first year without spot, day by day, for a continual burnt offering. The one lamb thou shalt offer in the morning, the other lamb thou shalt offer at even. And a 10th part of the ephah of flour for a meat offering, mingled with the 4th part of a hin of beaten oil. It is a continual burnt offering, which was ordained in Mount Sinai for a sweet savour. A sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord, and the drink offering thereof shall be a 4th part of a hin for one lamb. And in the holy place thou shalt cause the strong wine to be poured unto the Lord for a drink offering. And the other lamb shalt thou offer at even, and the meat offering of the morning. And as the drink offering thereof thou shalt offer it, a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savour unto the Lord. And on the Sabbath day 2 lambs of the first year without spot, and 2 tenths deals of flour for a meat offering mingled with oil, and the drink offering thereof. This is the burnt offering of every Sabbath, beside the continual burnt offering and his drink offering. And in the beginnings of your months ye shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without spot, and 3 tenths deals of flour for a meat offering mingled with oil for 1 bullock, and 2 tenths deals of flour for a meat offering mingled with oil for 1 ram, and a several tenths deal of a flour mingled with oil for a meat offering unto 1 lamb, and for a burnt offering of a sweet savour, a sweet sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. And the drink offering shall be a half a hin of wine unto a bullock, and a 3rd part of a hin unto a ram, and a 4th part of a hin unto a lamb. This is the burnt offering of every month, throughout the months of the year. And the 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering unto the Lord shall be offered, beside the continual burnt offering and his drink offering. And in the 14th day of the first month is the Passover of the Lord. And in the 15th day of this month is the feast. 7 days shall unleavened bread be eaten. In the first day there shall be a holy convocation, that ye do no manner of servile work therein. But ye shall offer a sacrifice made by fire for a burnt offering unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year, and they shall be to you without blemish. And their meat offering shall be a flour mingled with oil. 3 tenths deals shall ye offer for a bullock, and 2 tenths deals for a ram. A several tenth deal shalt thou offer for every lamb, throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 goat for a sin offering, to make atonement for you. And ye shall offer these beside the burnt offering in the morning, which is for a continual burnt offering. And after this manner ye shall offer daily throughout the 7 days the meat of the sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet savour unto the Lord. It shall be offered beside the continual burnt offering and his drink offering. And on the 7th day ye shall have a holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work. Also in the day of the first fruits, when ye bring a new meat offering unto the Lord, after your weeks be out, and ye have a holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work, but ye shall offer the burnt offering for a sweet savour unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year, and their meat offering of flour mingled with oil, 3 tenths deals unto 1 bullock, 2 tenths deals unto 1 ram, a several tenth deal unto 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and the 1 kid of the goats, to make an atonement for you. Then ye shall offer them beside the continual burnt offering and his meat offering. They shall be unto you without blemish, and their drink offerings. Numbers chapter 29, In the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you shall have a holy convocation. You do no servile work. It is a day of blowing the trumpets unto you. And you shall offer a burnt offering for a sweet savour unto the Lord, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3 tenths deals for a bullock, and 2 tenths deals for a ram, 1 tenth deal for 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and the 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, to make atonement for you. Beside the burnt offering of the month, and his meat offering, and the daily burnt offering, and his meat offering, and their drink offerings, according unto their manner, for a sweet savour, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. And you shall have on the 10th day of this 7th month a holy convocation. And you shall afflict your souls, you shall not do any work therein, but you shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord for a sweet savor. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year, and they shall be unto you without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3 tenths deals to a bullock, and 2 tenths deals to 1 ram, a several tenth deal for 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the sin offering of atonement, and the continual burnt offering, and the meat offering of it, and their drink offerings. And on the 15th day of the 7th month you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. You shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. And you shall offer a burnt offering and a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. 13 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year. They shall be without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3 tenths deals unto every bullock of the 13th bullock, 2 tenths deals to each ram of the 2 rams, and a several tenth deal to each lamb of the 14 lambs. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 2nd day you shall offer 12 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without spot. And their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. And the 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and the meat offering thereof, and their drink offerings. And on the 3rd day 11 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. And 1 goat for the sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 4th day 10 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. Their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs, they shall be according to their number after the manner. And the 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 5th day 9 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without spot. And their meat offering and their drink offering for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. And 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 6th day 8 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. And the 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 7th day 7 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. And 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. On the 8th day ye shall have a solemn assembly. You shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. 1 bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. Their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullock, for the ram, for the lamb shall be according to their number after the manner. And 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. These things ye shall do unto the Lord in your set feast, beside your vows of your freewill offerings, for your burnt offerings, for your meat offerings, for your drink offerings, for your peace offerings. And Moses told the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 30. And Moses spake to the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is a thing which the Lord hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not of Any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her. And if she had had a husband at all, when she vowed or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect. The Lord shall forgive her. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound by her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband hath utterly made them void on the day that he heard them, and whatsoever proceedeth out of her lip concerning her vows and concerning the bond of her soul shall not stand, her husband hath made them void, and the Lord shall forgive her. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict a soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, then he establisheth all her vows, all of her bonds, which are upon her. He confirmeth them, because he held his peace at her in the day that they heard them. But if he shall in any ways make them void after he hath heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. These are the statutes which the Lord commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth in her father's house.